News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
A mishap leads to mail-in election ballots arriving early, and a small business takes another hit directly through the front door. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Voters will be getting ballots earlier than expected. It's Wednesday, April 29th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, Nye County Clerk Sandra Molino says that this election season has been difficult for voters and candidates, but no one expected that the vendor who was hired to send out the ballots would put them in the mail too early for the candidates to get their information out in the mail, on TV, radio, and in the newspaper. Most candidates haven't even put their signs up. The ballots will be arriving in the next day or so in the mailbox for voters to decide who they want to vote for in this season's primary election, which is scheduled for June 9th. But this season, the election is mail-in only, so voters can return their ballots anytime after receiving them. I'm here with Nye County Clerk Sandra Molino. Hi, Sandra. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Tell me about how the election is happening now, because it's going to be a mail-in. How does that work?
That's correct. You know, there's a statute in the NRS that allows us to request a mail-in precinct at any time, and our Secretary of State can approve that. All of the clerks met, as well as the Secretary of State, probably a couple of months ago when this first started, and determined that it was going to be just about impossible to hold a live election with polling places and election workers just because of the coronavirus. So each county actually requested that we have all precincts designated as mailing precincts, and the Secretary of State approved it. So once that was done, we just started moving forward. We found a vendor who would actually take care of most of the state as far as printing ballots, creating envelopes, sending everything out. Clark County has one vendor, and most of the other counties have another vendor. We are sending ballots only to active voters at this time. There's another thing with the statutes. There are certain procedures we have to follow to remove voters from the rolls. We can make them inactive, but there's a certain process to actually remove them. So like I said, we're only sending ballots to active voters. We recently sent out notices to all of our inactive voters just to give them a chance to update their address or anything else. And we actually did get quite a few who updated. But those who did not, they may have moved, but we have no way of knowing right now. And we just hope that any individual who receives the notice for another individual who used to live at that address, we hope that person will get it back to us and say, this person no longer lives here. That helps us out. But if they just toss it in the mail, then we have no way of knowing somebody has moved or not.
Let's talk about some of the deadlines. You have mailed out the overseas ballots. These are official ballots, right? And then the other ballots are being mailed out pretty soon?
Yes. What happened is last Friday was the deadline for military and overseas. And we have a process through the Secretary of State. It's called an EASE program that they can log into that and vote a ballot online, and it's distributed to us, or we can actually email them a ballot and it's distributed that way. So we actually have a military ballot back already. But as far as out of state, those are due out this week. But what our vendors did is they just determined they were going to send out the whole batch at once. So actually, the ballots are in the mail drop tomorrow. So I would say by the first of next week, everyone should be receiving them. Hopefully, they don't beat the sample ballots. The sample ballots went out today.
All right. Well, elderly man escaped injury when he drove his car through the front of a business here in Pahrump.
Firefighters were called to cutting-edge design at 2340 East Postal Road around 5:30 Tuesday afternoon. Upon arrival, they found a GMC SUV that had crashed through the front entrance to the business. The man driving the vehicle was reportedly unhurt but could not get out.
Our investigation revealed that the driver was entrapped, although he did not claim any injuries. We had to make sure that the building was safe enough for us to enter, get access to him. The crews took what was remaining of the primary door going into the building, took that away, allowed us access. We were able to extricate the person with about 5 minutes. Fortunately, the building wasn't occupied at the time, and therefore there weren't any injuries.
The crash caused significant damage to the building. The driver was freed from the SUV, then checked by medics at the scene. He indicated he was not hurt and was not transported to the hospital.
The vehicle is equipped with a different setup for a handicapped person. The person driving it was not handicapped and was not overly familiar with the layout.
And another accident last night. The driver of a sedan claimed no injury after rolling his car off the highway near Irene Street.
Last evening, we were dispatched for a report of a one-vehicle rollover with unknown status of the occupants. Crews arrived, they found the vehicle upright. The mechanism was described as a rollover type mechanism. The sole occupant had self-extricated. He claimed no injuries, and the fire department supported the NHP and the NCSO investigation.
All right, more news, including your Business First Brief, right after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing.
Welcome back. Well, consumer confidence drops to its lowest level in 6 years, and economists believe the country is already in a recession. Boeing could face criminal questions over alleged quality control issues. Angela Miles has more.
Topping our news, consumer confidence is taking a hard tumble in April. The Conference Board reports the index plunged to 86.9. That is the lowest level in about 6 years and down dramatically from 118.8 in March. Americans are dealing with job loss at an unprecedented rate, and many struggle to get unemployment checks. Consumers make up 70% of the U.S. economy. Economists believe the country is already in a recession. Boeing executives could face criminal questions. It involves what the Wall Street Journal calls scrutiny of years of widespread quality control lapses on its 737 MAX assembly line, such as rags and other debris found in fuel tanks. Boeing already faces a federal grand jury investigation into the design of its MAX flight control system. Boeing officials are investigating and correcting.
Well, Chemisys Laboratory through Serenity Health has partnered with the Nye County Sheriff's Office and Nye County to provide a drive-up COVID-19 testing for Nye County and surrounding communities. Today, they held one in Tonopah. They will be holding one in Pahrump at the Nye County Admin Offices. That's in the Calvada I, located at 2100 East Walt Williams Drive, Suite 100. That will be once again Thursday, April 30th from 9 until 11. And you must pre-register by completing the COVID-19 testing questionnaire, which is located on the Nye County Sheriff's Office web page, which is NyeCountySheriff'sOffice.com. Well, because of the information going out about the early ballots, we're going to try to bring you some of your candidates that are running for office as fast as we can. Over the next week or so, we're going to introduce you to candidates running for office at the county and state level. Tonight, we introduce you to Leo Blundo. He is the current Nye County Commissioner that has his sights set on Washington as a candidate for Nevada's 4th Congressional District.
Well, it's a humble honor to serve as a commissioner, but we need to have local representation representing you in Congress. Congress has one of the highest disapproval ratings in the histories, and I think that's mostly in part because they are not connected to the actual working men and women and the families of our districts, like District 4 here in Nevada. I think things are going fantastic. I'm going to tip my hat and give an accolade to all of the competition here in District 4. There's several candidates, and it's been a very clean race, and it's a respectable race. For once, you're actually listening to the policies, to what we're trying to accomplish, to the actual meat and potatoes, and not listening to the bad-mouthing and the negativity. I think the people of the United States, the people here in District 4 of Nevada, I think we're ready to watch something new and exciting and actually learn about the candidates, learn about the policies and what they're going to do to represent you in Congress. A couple of issues that I want to bring forward is national CCW reciprocity. We drive across the United States. We should be able to defend ourselves across the United States. We have healthcare as a key issue, and it's not about repealing or moving this around or that. I think we need to really look at the healthcare system and make it work for the patient, for you. You shouldn't have to have hidden bills come at the end of the month because you went to the doctor. You shouldn't have to have co-pays and insurance and then still wonder about what kind of care you're going to get. I think at the end of the day, we need to look at the system and look at how it should work for you, the patient. Immigration's a real big issue. We need to secure not only our borders, but we need to have an answer for the illegal immigrants in our country, and we need to resolve that. Congress needs to act on that. We have Yucca Mountain, which is at such a critical, pivotal time here today with where are we with Nevada? Are we diversified enough? How do we bring back jobs and the economy? Well, I think Yucca Mountain could be a real strong solution to that. We can impose and start working towards having a Nevada Yucca Mountain dividend where we could put about approximately $3,500, $3,000 per household and really just energize the Nevada economy and energize you, the public. We want to give and create opportunities for you. Government doesn't create jobs. We create an environment that allows business and industry to provide and foster that environment. So those are just a couple of key issues right there. And I really think at the end of the day, we need to protect our Second Amendment. I think that's the one most important item out of all of it because that's always being infringed. They're always coming after it. And at the end of the day, that's what's protecting your First Amendment rights and all the way up and down for all of our amendments and all our rights. So we need to step up to the plate there. As always, I have an open door, maintain an open door policy. I want you to contact me directly, 702-595-2269. That's my private number. That goes right to here, and I answer the phone, I reply my texts, I get back to my voicemails. I think that's so important with our elected officials today. We need to be in touch with you, the people. It's vital. You can also contact me directly via email at leonardoblundo@hotmail.com. And if you'd like a little more information about myself, blundofornevada.com. That's Blundo, BLUNDO, FORNEVADA.com.
And if you are a candidate, you can contact myself, Deanna O'Donnell, here at KPVM-TV to have your free candidate news interview. We have been reaching out since we found out yesterday that the ballots went out early to make sure that all the candidates get all their interviews in, contacting the Nye County Republican Committee and, of course, the Nye County Democrats. So if you didn't get our message, contact me, and it's Deanna at KPVM25.TV is my email address, 775-727-9400. Let's get you on as soon as possible. And of course, I am doing one for myself as well in the coming days. Well, more news right after this.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Well, Clark County is bringing socially distanced dance parties to the streets of Las Vegas. This week, the county unveiled a new initiative called In It Together SNV. Part of that effort includes a dance mobile, a van outfitted to visit local neighborhoods to encourage socially distanced driveway dance parties.
Yeah! Get those hands up! So we're really excited to bring the dance mobile out to the neighborhoods. Move those feet! To see all the neighbors coming out and dancing to the music and just waving, waving at their neighbor. Come on, little fella! Let's make this a party!
That's so much fun. Well, in today's Save a Pet segment, we meet Jamie, an all-black cat in need of her forever home. Darby O'Donnell joins us from Desert Haven Animal Society with more.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Jamie. Jamie is an all-black kitty. She actually has a new fur coat coming on underneath her black coat that's kind of white. It's really interesting. She is a chunker. She's really chunky. She's super cute though. They said that she's in perfectly good health. She just has a little bit of extra squish for you to love on. She is a 1-year-old little kitty. If you'd like to come and see her and all of her friends here in the cat room at Desert Haven Animal Society, they are still open. They're just asking for you to please make an appointment for you to visit the animals. So give them a call ahead of time, 775-751-7020, or you can always look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, I heard it might get a little bit cooler. Let's take a look outside on that weather cam to see what's happening right now. We're going to find out about our temps coming up after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. Las Vegas looks like they're joining the triple-digit club today with a high of 101 degrees, the low of 75. Death Valley up at 111 degrees today at the low of 82. 99 with a low of 70 in Amargosa. 95 a low of 65 in Beatty. 87.55 in Goldfield. 86 a low of 54 in Tonopah. 83.51 Carson City. Fallon at 90, their low is 53. And 88, the low 52 degrees up in Fernley. Now today in Pahrump, we saw mostly sunny skies. Our high today was 97 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest up to 14 miles per hour. Humidity at 11%. And our sunrise at 5:52 this morning. Now for tonight, we're going to see some mostly cloudy skies. Our low is going to be 73 degrees. It is 96 outside currently with winds out of the southeast up to 11 miles per hour. 21% humidity and 7:30 tonight for our sunset. Now looking into that 7-day, pretty much just going to be seeing some more clouds tomorrow. That sun's going to come out Friday and hang out all through next Wednesday, where we're going to see just some more clouds rolling in. Now we're also going to be dealing with some high winds now through Tuesday, up to 14 miles per hour on Thursday and Friday, down to 13 miles per hour on Saturday, then 11 and 12 miles per hour from Sunday to Tuesday. Now our temperatures are taking a little bit of a dip, but we are going to start that climb once again next Tuesday. On Thursday, we're going to be seeing a high of 93 degrees. From Friday to Monday, we're going to go down into those high 80s between 87 and 89 degrees. Then by next Tuesday, we're going to be seeing our temperatures back in those low 90s at 90 and 91 degrees. Now our overnights are doing a very similar thing. On Thursday through Saturday, we're going to be hanging out in those low 60s between 60 and 63 for overnights. Sunday and Monday, we're going to be seeing lows of 59 degrees. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be back in those low 60s with 62 and 63 degrees there. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. Well, once again, that wraps up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio. We want to wish you a very good night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.